Hey
That would be
everybody
me.
on YouTube, how you doing? TruBadger and Nexus ecosystem PTR call. Again, always grateful for the PTR people being involved with us and helping us move things along. So the thank you is there, and we've kept this call going. It's easy to say thank you. It is a different thing to show it. I'm going to go through some quick updates today, just give you guys kind of an idea where we're at, what we're doing. It was really nice. I just came back from 3-week vacation from from a tropical island somewhere, and just had a relaxing time. Had a couple Mai Tais, and it was very beautiful. You can see my tan I got while I was there. Oh no, I don't have a tan. All right, so I guess I didn't go on tropical vacation. So I guess we'll talk about what we're creating and what we're building out there in the marketplace. You guys know we have a lot of stuff going, and the reason why we have a lot of stuff going, because a couple of people had asked, why are we working on so many things? TruBadger is a what? Consulting project, right? We consult. We work with people on projects in order to help them move forward. So some we're giving advice to, some we're building stuff for. Some will come through our community. Some are being done outside of our community. One of the big ones that we're doing outside of our community is Otherverse. Otherverse, we're doing a full bore ICO. Lots of excitement built around that. On next Tuesday, we'll be showing the new website, and we'll also be doing a walkthrough on some of the avatar stuff. So a walkthrough through what the Aeon version of Otherverse is going to look like, which is why we say it's not only the 17 years of experience, which is huge. It's not only the 77 patents in the metaverse that make it work. It's that those patents and that knowledge in there have helped develop and build what's called the Aeon version of Otherverse. So there was version 1, version 2. They started working on a version 3. We skipped over that. What would be called version 4, we've now coined as the name of the Aeon version of it. The reason why it's Aeon is, if you've gone to the website and looked, that is a browser that has been developed. So Otherverse has created the first browser for the metaverse. Now, if you want to think browser, think Google Chrome and Google search, right? That's kind of a browser, allows you to access a metaverse. And then it also allows you to what? Through search, find very important things. One of the biggest advancements in the entire history of the internet was browsers and search. Those are two absolutely important things that had to come together in order for the internet to get traction on it, right? It's when we log into our browser. The browser what? Allows us to access in an organized fashion, security, all that stuff in the metaverse or in regular internet. And then also Google made it where I could actually find it, right? So let's say I'm looking for, okay, I'm a collector, and what I collect is blue doll shoes with flowers painted on them, okay? Now that would be pretty hard to find if I did not have a search engine for me to go to and put in blue doll shoes with flowers on them. What's going to happen is Google will go out and look at the entire internet, all the files, all the stuff in an instant, and it will find the most relevant information for me to what? Find the maker of doll shoes with flowers and all this stuff. Now, everyone else in the metaverse sector are just building metaverses. Okay, they're trying to get their metaverse out there, and they're thinking as a point of view. Decentraland is thinking about inside Decentraland being able to do that. But what people don't realize is there will not be one metaverse. There will be thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of metaverses that are very unique and very scaled down. And what will end up happening is, just like websites, just like web browsers, there'll be cooperation. And at some point, the metaverse will come together in this beautiful symphony. And so what will happen is I will be able to go to the Aeon search browser. I will be able to put in what I'm looking for, and it will lead me to the right metaverse for me to get into. That here it is, guys. I want you further. I have my wallet connected. It looks at my avatars that I have in there, my NFTs, and it lets me know if I have an NFT that has a cooperating agreement with that metaverse that will allow me in the door and to function within that metaverse. These are the things you don't think about. Brian has thought through these and put it together. It's why Otherverse is going to be the leader in the space. Not maybe, not should have, not could have, maybe would have, but is going to be the leader in the space. This browser is already built. The search feature is already built. They're working on improvements, of course, all the time. These are things that are already built. And then, of course, if you come on next Tuesday, you will see what the avatars look like. We're actually taking footage from a walkthrough of the metaverse, and you'll be able to see the avatars moving throughout the metaverse. What does shopping look like in the metaverse? What does hanging out at a club at the metaverse look like? How does that tie into the real world, and put all that stuff together? Now, this is a project that we are working on. I'm going to love for you guys to see the front page of the new website. Okay. I'm not going to tell you why. I'm going to love for you to see it, but you're going to see it and you're going to move forward. So, you know, a lot of it is, I was talking to somebody, I don't know, it was early last week, and they had mentioned that they, not themselves, but they had a few people that they brought in to get involved in TruBadger, right? So they had some people that they knew, and the people bought TruBadger tokens. And one of the people had asked them, hey, you know, how's it going with TruBadger? It looks like things are a little slow. The market cap's down a little bit. And they said, I don't understand what is taking so long for them to move things forward. So I want to correct something here. Nothing is taking that long. To build something that's here, look, we can build some pump and dump here today, gone tomorrow type of entity, and I could have moved on, right? Could have pumped it up, sold off all my tokens, went and bought a new Rolls Royce or a new Ferrari or a bigger house, or, you know, put that money and did 12 other. There are plenty of people in the space that are pumping a token. They get what they can out of it, and then they go start a second token and a third and a fourth and a fifth. And there's actually some groups out there that have done over a dozen tokens, right, already, and they're still doing more. They get in, the tokens don't go away. They just go to 30, 40 million, $50 million market caps. They come back down to 3 or 4 or 5 million. They turn it over to some community members and say, good luck, have a great day. And they move on because they've taken their money out of it. That is not what we're doing here. We are putting time in to dotting I's, crossing T's, developing assets in the background that at some point, and I'll liken this to any other project that's out there. You would have got involved in Amazon, bought stock on day one. A year later, 6 months later, 7 months later, it's taken too long. Let me sell my stock. Maybe you made a little bit, maybe you didn't. Okay. But if you held on to it for the last 27 years, you guys imagine Amazon started over 27 years ago. So we look at it today and go, oh my God, Tesla. What year did Tesla? Rhonda, do me a favor. Put in what year did Tesla start and what year did they go public? Let's look at, you know, because everybody, that's one of the big ones, right? It came down a little bit here recently with him buying Twitter. But, you know,
we have to use Google because we're not in the metaverse and I can't use
Google first. So, yes. So let's, you know, what year did he start it? And then what year did it actually go public? In 2003, George said, so that's almost 20 years ago, 19 years ago, he started it. When did it go public? Can someone find out when it went public?
We got George on it. I got nothing to do.
George is going to do it. George will get it for us. When did it go public, right? And so you say today, oh my goodness, I'm glad I, you know, when it shot up and made him the richest man in the world at one point, you're like, man, I wish I would have been in it, but you would have had to get into it when to really do it. So 2010, it went public. 12 years ago. It's only been in the last 3 or 4, right? There were a lot of times over that 8-9 year period of time to getting to that point where people thought Tesla was going to go out of business, right? He's not selling cars. They're late. They're delayed. They're this, they're that. But what happened is he had a master plan behind it, and he understood what he had to do in order to bring it forward. We're doing that same stuff here. Now, I don't think it's 10 years, 20 years from now for us to be able to do this, but we're building stuff in the background. And I'm not going to sacrifice what we're building in the background. There's two things. We can go out and pump up our price so you can look in your wallet and go, oh my goodness, I've got X amount of dollars and wow, I've done this. Or I can spend, and we as a team can spend our time building incredible projects in the background, projects that are working with people that have 50 million followers, 100 million followers, right? There's only so much time in the day, guys. I have 24 hours just like you do. Rhonda has 24 hours just like you do. Dawn does. We use them very effectively, the team. However, we only have so much time to be able to put into things. What is it that we're going to spend our time on? Short-term, fast gains, or long-term, real gains that will hold and put us in that position. If you guys want somebody to do short-term stuff, we will have an ability for you to put things up to vote. I would vote to replace me, right? That's what I would do. If I was somebody going, look, I'm just in this for short-term things, I'd put up a proposal. Let's replace Peter with Johnny, Mr. Promoter, super pumper guy, right? And maybe you guys can find that person to do that, right? That is that super pump person that would come in and just pump all 3 of our tokens to the moon, and then everybody can cash out and then go put it in another project. I'm here to build something real. If I'm going to invest my time, we have a limited amount on this earth. I don't know when the exit strategy is at this point, right? That exit event or exit time. But I know I have less than I had yesterday, no matter what. And so every day I have a little bit less. So I have to make sure that if I'm going to do it, I'm not spending it, I'm investing it in building something that can go way beyond me, right? Way beyond that side of it and continue to carry on for a very long time. That is my mindset. I think that maybe I'm Chinese somewhere in my lineage. I haven't found it yet. I did the thing, but right, they have a very long-term view of it. If you look at the Chinese government and the Chinese society as a whole, they have a very long-term picture at life, right? I think it was the government of China talked about 100-year plan, right? And not a 5-year or 10-year plan, but 100-year plan for building out, their future, right? On what they're doing. And most of the people that are building out their future will never be here for that future, but they still have that type of an outlook on it to move forward. And that is, I believe the next 5 to 8 years is going to be essential in the blockchain space. We understand digital sovereignty. We understand financial sovereignty. We understand those two. And we understand that this is the vehicle that can deliver on those two things. I believe those two things are the most important two issues going forward over the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years. Okay. So if we have a vehicle that can solve these two problems, the two most important, or at least 2 of the top 5, right, then that is a phenomenal financial opportunity for the people that pioneer it and for the people that solve that problem and that don't go in it as if it's a casino slot machine, but go in it as if for a lottery ticket. I'm gonna start using lottery ticket because more places have lottery tickets. So if it's a lottery ticket, buy my ticket, hope to win a big jackpot. If I don't, then just buy another ticket, tear it up, throw it away, whatever. So building that long-term side of things. And so that's what we're working on. And the companies we're working on are entities that are moving forward. So we had mentioned about a couple of weeks ago about Muon and our partnership there. That's a solid thing. We will be having them sometime in the next few weeks on our AMA. So they've committed to come on an AMA and talk and do that, as well as hopefully in the next week or so, our logo and all that stuff, our partnership will show up on their website. We've been working on that. It's just they've been extremely busy for us to get that put together. So those are two kind of exciting things that are going to be happening over the next couple of weeks. We do have a lot of projects to come along. The great part is the way we've structured TruBadger. If you want to get in a project and you like it and it gets you excited, get in. If you don't want to, it's okay. You're not going to miss out. Okay. And moving that forward. And that was the special side of it. And we have Carolyn with us, TruBadger. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So Carolyn, I hear you have a message that you would love to deliver to the PTR Nexus ecosystem community, because we probably have a little bit of both on here. So go ahead and take it away, Carolyn.
My heart is broken. I have been working all morning with people who have been scammed out of their tokens. I'm glad to say one of them we were able to recover. The scam failed for whatever reason. I'm beside myself. We are in the Telegram group constantly warning about DMs, direct messages, private messages. A couple of people, I don't know. Here's what's happened. People are unplugged. People are away for a while for whatever reason. They're busy, they're doing this, they're doing that. They come back and they've been out of touch for a while. They haven't kept up on what's been going on. And somebody private messages them. You've got till tonight to do the migration. There is no migration. There is no migration from V2 to V3. There is no 500 TruBadger airdrops. Click on this link. Do not click on links. Do not answer direct messages. Yes, we have a Dr. Badger, but you don't know if you're talking to the Dr. Badger. I can't say it enough. There's a couple of things you can do. Do yourself a favor. In the Telegram group, create a folder. Can I share my screen? Yes. I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can.
Please do. We love visuals, so please walk us through it. I need to see these things.
Okay, let me. Oops. Okay. Here is. Let me grab that. There we go. This is the real TruBadger Nexus ecosystem. We have 5521 members. Okay. I have on this side, I have folders. Here's all chats, and this is where people will private message me. Ignore. If you've messaged me, it's here. I'm ignoring you. Haven't answered it. Don't even look at it.
But by the way, Carolyn, that is the proper way to be, right? So if your neighbor waves at you, you wave back. But if somebody tries to private message you on Telegram, you tell them to go screw off, right? By ignoring them. It's that simple. There's not any being friendly or not being. I don't care if it's your mother who sends you a message on Telegram. Sorry, mom, I don't respond to messages on Telegram. It's really a simple thing, right? Telegram is for you to get info. Do not respond to messages, and you need to make sure that you're on the right channel. Go ahead, Carolyn.
Yeah, you bet. Hey, I just saw my kid on here. I didn't even know he was on Telegram. That's how often I look at it. Seriously. But here's one. I don't know who she is. This is Corinne Tomasa. Look up at the top, add contact or block user. I've never talked to her. Don't know who she is. Sure, just join. I don't want to. Not going to happen. Okay. So that's my all chats. And I have some folders. Once upon a time, I was a shiller. Here's my TruBadger folder. Okay. It has my TruBadger, my insights, my catable, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So every time I go to TruBadger, I go to my folder because my folder is my safe entry into the TruBadger Nexus ecosystem in Telegram. All right, up at the top,
Now, Carolyn, the reason why is no one can add to your folder except for you, correct? You're the only one that can add stuff to the folder.
It's my folder. It's private. Yes. I added it. I started it. I created it. And I did that by clicking on this little menu. Let's see if I can remember. Settings, folders. Folders, There they are. The shilling, personal, TruBadger, create a new folder. Yeah, just name it, whatever. And then add chats. What chats? Scroll through your chats. Find the right chat and add it to your folder.
Okay, I'm going to add something here, guys. The only way that I go to anybody's social media, I never go to Telegram and go, let's say today we work with a new project. Let's say it was Otherverse, okay? I'm not going to Telegram to put in Otherverse. What I'm going to do is go to Otherverse's official website. I'm going to put it in the bar. I'm going to go to their page. And I'm going to go to their social media icons, and because that's a secure site, I'm going to click on that. That is going to take me to their official thing. Searching on any of these. This is Twitter, it's Telegram, it's Facebook, it's all that. That is the lazy and inappropriate way to find a website or an official one. The best way to do it is the official website. And by the way, if it's a crypto project and it does not have a website, do not engage. I don't care how early it is. Do not engage. Okay. It is not, if you first thing we do when we do projects is we build websites, right? You build a web presence in order to be in there. Now, someday it may be a metaverse presence, and I'll say go to their metaverse and visit it to get there. But right now it's on their website, find the chat. So even if you're here, guys, what you're going to want to do, go to their website, add it to your list, then go find it and then add it to your folder. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead, Carolyn.
No worries. Absolutely. So that's how you create a folder to put in your safe chats. Okay. I'm just going to cancel this and show you one more thing. Let's go back. Let's go to privacy and security. All right, really important. Privacy and security, go down to groups and channels. Click on groups and channels. If yours says everybody, what they do, the scammers come into our real group and they grab names. They take names and they add you to their fake group. So the next time you go, oh, here's Nexus. And I asked somebody today and I said, well, you obviously saw the scam in the wrong group, but you asked the question, I don't know if my migration worked in the right group. And she said, well, I put it in both groups. So somebody added her to the wrong group. Change this. Who can add me to groups and channels? Only my contacts. Okay? And click save. So that's the other thing that you can do to make your Telegram account a little more secure. Okay? Okay. Oh, and look. Please. Sharon is supposed
Very
to
subtle.
speak.
I mean,
Do
you know,
not.
the thing is, Carolyn, like I never went and checked my Telegram because I don't use it. I only go from official sites, but I went and checked the default on Telegram. Shame on you, Telegram. You should burn in hell, Telegram, okay? Is to allow people to post. It should be the other way around. Not allow anybody to post, and I need to go set it. This is one of the things I hate about social media companies, are they allow for people to do the most harm to you versus making it to where I need to go change the setting to allow harm. And the reason why they do it is for their own thing. If I can go suggest, put you in groups, then they can grow their thing faster and they don't have to work as hard. So it's a lazy way of doing it instead of caring about the users and saying, look, if people can't add people to groups, it'll be harder for the scammers to scam. They have so the official setting is for people to be able to add you to groups. So make sure you go in and check everybody right now that's on here, 49 people on here. And then I don't know how many are on YouTube, should be right now going to your Telegram.
40 something. Yeah.
Going to your Telegram, 80 something people. I just did it in the time that Carolyn was talking. I went to the security. Carolyn, let's walk them through that one more time. So
You bet.
every single person can go make that setting change. One more time. Let's walk them through this. We've got to stop this real quick, Carolyn, while you're walking them through that. The reason why, one of the reasons why we need to stop this, of course, it hurts every time somebody loses their tokens. But I have to tell you guys what also happens. It hurts every single token holder. Because if you have somebody, my friend was a holder for life, right? It would have been years before he ever sold any. His wallet got hacked. They sold every one of his tokens. That transaction reduced, because he was a large holder, reduced our market cap by hundreds of thousands of dollars, which then what? Got other people that got scared who might have held to sell, which further reduces the market cap. We have to be diligent. If you're on here, over 80 people right now, and people watching this in the reviews, if you know somebody who's been probably disconnected, reach out to them and let them know when they are ready to reconnect, to make sure they do it safely. Occasionally text them and let them know, hey, there's some scams going out there in TruBadger. If you decide to re-engage, let's be proactive about what we are doing and protecting this for those people and for the overall community of TruBadger and keeping things going. Okay, go ahead, Carolyn.
So yeah, absolutely. And you know what? Everybody that's come in today said, oh, I've been away, haven't been paying attention. And it's just like, life happens. There is life, Peter, outside of this box. Guess what?
For others, I've heard that. I've heard that before.
But you know, and life happens and you're busy doing other things. So you're just not paying attention. So make sure you're on My Contacts and click Save. If you have any questions, please come see us in the Zoom room. We will help you. We would love to set you up with your Telegram. We want to set you up with your safe. It's free. It's complicated. There's no way around it. It's so easy to put in. It's so hard to get stuff out. But that's the point, right? I can't get them out and I know what I'm doing. So please come and get your
Carolyn, if you'd like for me to walk you through it, I've been putting him in and out of safes for days and weeks, and I keep.
Oh, I'm a pro now.
When you need some help, you let me know, and I'll help you get it in and out of the safe, no problem.
I'm a pro. Wow, that sounds bad. It is complicated, and I know it scares people, and it's too much work, but it's guys.
Oh, hey, listen, no, I want to go over this. Have any of you guys ever gone to the bank, sat with the teller, bought a safety deposit box? Once you had the safety deposit box, have to go get the person with the other key, go unlock the safe, wait there for 10 or 15, 20 minutes for them to finally let you in to get your safety deposit box. They come in and unlock it. You pull your stuff out. They leave you in the room. You get your stuff out. You've got to wait for them to come back. You hit the buzzer and it takes them 15 minutes because they're doing something else to come back for you to close it back up, stick it back in, relock it back up, and leave the bank. That's a safety deposit box. It's anything that is going to be safe is going to be a problem, right? It's simple. If you want to be safe, then be safe. We have had people that had some assets not in safes, other assets in safes. They were hacked. They lost the assets that were not in the safe. Their stuff in the safe has been protected and is in great shape. Come next Tuesday, and we're going to show you, more than likely, I think it'll be done by then, how to take your NFTs, move them from the Polygon chain to the Binance Smart Chain, and then also put your NFTs in the safe. We did have somebody who stole 10 NFTs from somebody because they got hacked and they did not have them in the safe because they weren't able to. We will make it to where you can put them in the safe and make that happen. Remember, you can stake your SAFUFI tokens from your safe and go from there, okay? And remember, if you're holding, it doesn't matter if they're hard to get out of the safe. You're not going to take them out anyway. So what does it matter, right? The best thing is that you don't lose them. And then, of course, the trickle down of you get hacked, they sell them on the marketplace, lowering the market cap, you're out. The whole project is out tokens and it just, or the lower market cap, and it just harms the entire process. Go ahead, Carolyn, back to you.
Yeah, if you think those scammers are gonna hold, yeah, think again.
Oh,
Not gonna happen.
yeah.
Okay, I think I've done what I can do here. I saw Brenda's question about moving your NFTs from a hacked wallet.
Mhm.
We can help you with that too in the Zoom room. Basically, I have people will come in. I put a shout out for somebody to come in and help. They take you into your own room. They work with you, get your new wallet, fill out your scammed wallet form, go over whether you have tokens staked, whether you have NFTs, moving around. It is a process, but we can recover what we can recover. And we are more than happy to do that. And then we make you set up your safe.
As you should. As you should. So,
Excellent. And
all right,
remember,
can
guys,
we?
greed and fear are the two things the scam artists are going to use to
Prey
get you to make a mistake and allow them to steal your stuff. Okay. Greed and fear. We don't use greed and fear here very, very seldomly. There are deadlines. Okay. But I got to tell you, if there's a deadline and you had to hurry up and do it, first of all, even if we can't fix it for you, you're better off missing out than getting caught up in a scam and losing everything.
Screwing
But
up.
secondly, we do love people and we try to fix things if we can, right? And make things right. Doesn't mean we always can, but we will do our best. And then next time, do a better job of planning so you don't run out of time and you don't have it. And when that life gets in the way, it's just part of life. So it got in your way. You're going to miss this opportunity. There will be more opportunity in the future to participate. There is nothing that is so important for you to do in the crypto space that there won't be something as big or an opportunity down the road for you to participate in. Fear and greed. If you can take those two off the table and contain yourself, right? It says, I got to tell you guys, there was about a few weeks ago, a thing popped up on my Facebook. I'm thinking Facebook, if they've approved the ad, they've done some research on making sure it was a legitimate project. Comes up and it says, Snoop Dogg just bought our NFTs and there's only, it was like 8,400 sold and out of 10,000. So I click on it, go to it, looks like a cool project. I buy one. It was a complete scam. They had launched the project 2 months ago. They'd never done the reveal. They've only sold 1,700. My NFT is number 1,765. Okay. You know, and one of the things I wanted to do is I've only purchased our NFTs. So part of it is going through and purchasing. I purchased one NFT before that, which by the way, I purchased for $350 and it's worth $23 right now, the floor price on the first one I did. This one was a scam. The only NFTs that I've purchased that are valuable right now are the ones I purchased through us. That's it. That's it. All the rest have been disasters. Okay. Been disasters. There was somebody who lost, I believe, 10 NFTs. I assure you, he was probably trying to get in on another NFT project. And that's how the scammers got into the wallet and were able to make that happen. Fear and greed. There was opportunity in the 1904. There was opportunity in 1935. There was opportunity in 1960. There was opportunity in 1980. There was an opportunity last week. There will be an opportunity next week, and there will be an opportunity next year. It's one of the hardest things to do, but we need to get used to missing out on some things, being excited about the things we participate in, and then not allowing greed and fear, right, to drive our lives, and especially in the crypto space, because that is literally, I bet you if you go to the scam artists, they have it tattooed on their body. Thank you, fear. Thank you, greed, right? That's the tattoo of a scam artist. Thank you, greed. Thank you, fear, because that's what allows for people to get scammed in this space. All of them Oh, from V1 to V2 ends tonight. Why do they say tonight? Because they need you to do it without thinking about it, because the fear of losing it overtakes the time that you go, wait a minute, somebody's telling me I need to switch it would be like me coming up to you and saying, hey, take out your wallet. There is a new bill coming out. It has my picture on it. It's a cartoon looking thing. I printed it yesterday on my printer. And I need to exchange your money in your wallet, your $100 bills, for this new $100 bill that I created this morning. Okay. But you got to hurry up and do it, because yours are going to be worthless at noon. So you have to get them to me right away, and me handing you Monopoly money, right? With my picture on it, because you get Monopoly money now with your picture on it. Here's your $100 bill. Here's your 100. You're kind of looking at it going, it looks kind of like Monopoly money, but I got to hurry up and do it because I only have a little short window of time. So you do it, and then you go into Walmart and hand them your Monopoly money, and they go, what the hell? That ain't right. That's wrong, right? And you realize that you've been scammed. Do not fall for it, guys. Do not let fear and greed do it. Another time is somebody had told me about a token. I go, okay, I'll go buy some. Long-term, great project, gaming project. By the way, it was a friend of mine. It was a scam, but he got it from somebody else who got it from somebody else. Now, I trusted his credibility, because this is someone that has never led me astray in all our years. I've known him for more than 10 years. Never led me astray. But crypto is different. Somebody who would have never brought something to me without vetting it, without looking deeply into it, got a text from somebody who told me, you got to get in now. So I went to Pink Sale, okay, went on their site, found the token, found the legitimate page, okay. But in the meantime, I had clicked off of that page, but I still had their Telegram page up, and it was on the official site. What I didn't realize is the project didn't understand, because it was a new project, that you need to lock your Telegram page if you're running a token launch. You have to lock your Telegram page, right? So what somebody had done is they went and took the exact post that said we're on Pink Sale right now, and they had created an exact replica of the post I had saw earlier. I was on the phone, Peter Gantner on the phone. Imagine that, right? Doing a conversation. I look, and it was right the time for it to go. So I went to the website, realized I closed the page, the Pink Sale page, which was the legitimate one. Went to the link that was on their Telegram page, and I clicked on it. What I didn't realize is someone had put a small I in front of pinksale.finance. And I clicked on that link. I went to a fake site. I put in, I was buying 0.25 BNB, so about $100, about 120, 130, somewhere in there at the time. And I clicked on it, and all of a sudden, 15.7 BNB was out of my wallet that quickly. Nearly $6,000 gone that quickly. Why? I didn't listen to my own advice. I always say, when you go to a website, double and triple check the address. If I would have done that before I hit the 0.25, I would have saw pinksale.finance instead of pinksale.finance. I would have stopped the transaction, and I wouldn't have lost the money. I was a little sad. I didn't cry about it. I didn't, oh my God, woe was me. I made a dumb mistake. I didn't follow my own advice. I got scammed. The scammer's 98% responsible. I have a 2% responsibility because I knew better, and I shouldn't have fell for it. Same thing with the NFT thing. I went to their website. I went from Facebook to website. I gave Facebook too much credibility that they would not let a total scam advertise and market. I have legitimate businesses they won't let me market on their website, right? So when your legitimate business gets turned down, you think, well, they do some due diligence. Well, they don't, right? There are people who know how to slip past their what do you call it, the guardian at the gate, and they stop you from doing it. So this wasn't going to be about this, guys, but this is so important. It hurts the entire industry. It will be the thing that will bring regulation, heavy regulation. Regulation is coming. Heavy regulation to us is us being not diligent in this space. If there's ever a space, I'm an optimist, but if there's ever a space to be skeptical, like I'm the kind of person, if somebody comes up and says, hey, I ran, you're at the gas station, you guys have done this before, you're pumping gas. And then somebody comes up to you and says, hey, I ran out of gas and I just need to get to I need to get to church, or I need to go, my mom's in the hospital and I need to get her there. So I just need some gas money. And then you give them a $5 bill. And then you see him 15 minutes later walking out of there, or 5 minutes later walking out of Circle K with a, brown paper bag with Ripple in it or something, right? Or, a Colt 45 or something, right? I'm the person that believed that they really needed to go do that, right? So optimist, very positive thinker. In this crypto space, though, I am the most skeptical person when it comes to, that's why we built the Nexus ecosystem, right? So skeptical people can have a place to go and then say, all right, I know a couple things. One is technology is possible. Two is there's a team behind it that's going to push and at least work at it. Doesn't 100% mean success, but it means at least I'm heading in a direction where there are people that are going to work towards making it happen. Thank you, Carolyn, for coming on with that, guys. It breaks our heart. We've been doing this now for 10 months. And every time somebody gets scammed, I don't care if it's for $20 or $50,000, right? It's just heartbreaking for it to happen and for be a part of it. And there's some people who've lost a few hundred that meant more to that person than the person who lost 20 or 30 or 40 or $50,000, because it's just their economic situation is much different. But diligence is it, and making sure that if you're in the space and you're bringing somebody new into the space, have the talk with them, right? So you have to have the talk. It ain't the birds and the bees. It's the scam artists and the asses, right? And this idea of fear and greed. So you've got to have that talk. Hey, if you're getting into it, I do want to warn you that most of us probably don't want to have it because it might scare them off from getting into it. But you just have to say that there are people that are scam artists and they're going to try to take advantage of you. The good part is this: if you're diligent, it's extremely difficult and extremely hard for the scam artist to get you. That is the truth, guys. If you never share your seed words, you never click on a link, then it's almost impossible. If you have the right protection on your computer, right? It is almost impossible for anybody to steal from you in the crypto space. So where there is the side where people are getting cheated, you would be easier to steal my money out of my banking account than you would out of crypto. Because I'm going to tell you, if you give your 12 seed words, the same thing, they'd empty my banking account in minutes if I gave them the password to log into my banking account, right? They'd log right in and they'd transfer that stuff out right away, right? If I went around and went to the gas station and said, oh, here's my debit card. By the way, my PIN is 9746, right? I'm there for sure enough. They're in the store. I want to use my PIN. Let me go to the ATM machine. PIN. Money's coming out, right? And if I let it go for days, every day they take my money out. Every day they'd be spending money on it until my account hit zero. All right. So it's very similar in that nature. It's no more dangerous. It's just, again, fear and greed. Okay. Fear and greed. Thank you, Carolyn.
Thanks for having me.
One of our heroes. Absolutely. We have a couple of questions for you to address, Peter. I'm going to take the third one first, because I'm going to tie it into another reminder to the folks. So George, we love George. Nexusaurus. Can we make Telegram chats read only? Current and newer users are not well versed and unfortunately will get scammed. So we have a Nexus ecosystem announcements only channel. And if you opt out of the one with all the chatter and just stick with the announcements, then basically you're there. Probably within the next 30 days or so, we will convert the main chat version of the Telegram to read only. But in order to do that, we want everyone to join Discord, where we're building more and more and more resources, and the chatter and the chat and the questions and the answers and the help and the assistance is taking place over there in the Discord channel. And it's becoming very rich and very, very helpful. So please, please take a moment to join the Discord group. There are videos that say, here's how to use it, here's how to walk through it. Once you understand the hierarchy and how it's organized, you kind of go, I got this. And it becomes very friendly to use. So please do that. And George, you're absolutely right. People will continue to fall for it. So
yeah,
that's
the
reason
problem is though too is they set up fake groups, right? So they get fake groups, they invite you in, and then you're not even chattering in our group. So it's just, I wish we could flush Telegram down the toilet completely. However, it is an essential part to connecting with the rest of the people that are already into crypto. And so if we just said, hey, we've got a robust enough community and we're bringing in 1,000 people a day into our, or 1,000 people a week into our community, I'd say, let's just delete all Telegrams. We won't even be on Telegram. We'll boot it. If we didn't think we need Telegram, then to grow the community outside of our community, we'd get rid of it completely. But that's not the case. So, okay. So Dave has a question of how do we participate in Muon? You have to wait till Muon has its public sale in order to participate. If you own TruBadger tokens, you've already participated in Muon, so you don't really have to worry about it too much. If you wanted to do some additional participation though, you know, that's possible as well. Okay. So next one from Dave as well. Can you please clarify the details around 3 rounds of participating in Otherverse NFTs? If someone purchases initially for 0.3 Ethereum, what do they receive in each round in NFTs, other items, the apartment, etc.? Of course, I can clarify exactly what it is. So 3 rounds. We don't know what the next 2 rounds are going to cost, but the first round is going to be 0.3 Ethereum. Depending on what that is, it's probably somewhere between $800 and about $1,000 on the current market price that's been kind of beating around there. Why is it going to be that price? Because if you purchase round 1, you are automatically, without having to purchase anything else, going to get round 2 and round 3. Okay. There's already another group, so we will get first access to get whitelisted for this project. It'll be a very short window. There's already another group of thousands of people that are chomping at the bit, and they actually wanted to buy all 3,333 NFTs. At least that's what they say. Saying and doing are 2 different things. But they said, look, we can move them all. Let us be first. They will be second. We will be first, right? So they'll take up whatever it is that we determine that we don't want in the first round on that side. In the first round, you are going to get I'll call it a placeholder, right? A unique digital item that you'll be able to display in your beautiful apartment. Okay. So statue, whatever it may be, they're still working on it. We'll have that. I think next week we'll have the graphics for that. So that is what you're going to get when the first purchase it. And that is something you're going to keep. Okay. However, now you're entitled to get drop number 2. Drop number 2, you will pick a man or a woman avatar. And along with that will come 5 to 10 other NFT items, shirts, pants, shoes. These are all unique items that you can only get in this airdrop. So when you're walking around, they're all limited edition. There are common limited edition. There are rare, and then there are going to be super or ultra rare items. Okay. So you'll get a minimum of 5 items, as many as 10 items in that second drop. So 0.9, you've spent about 0.3 ETH, so about $1,000, let's say. You've now received a limited edition statue that there's only 3,300. They won't get it in the second or the third airdrop. There's only 3,333 of those. Okay. Then you've now received your avatar, which in the regular game is going to be free to get an avatar, but these avatars you'll have, but you'll also get 5 to 10 other FNFTs that will have some value. And then in the third drop, even though you've still only done the first drop, the 0.3 Ethereum, you've now got 5 to 10 other NFTs. So you're at 6 to 11 NFTs. Okay. Now you're going to also get a piece of property in the prime location in the main metaverse of Otherverse. Okay. And that apartment will have some furnishings. You can upgrade those furnishings and stuff. So that's what you're getting for that whole thing. So you end up with 7, because the apartment is really an NFT, right? So you have 7 to 12 NFTs. By the way, once you purchase these, they can be sold off separately or traded off separately, right? It's not all one from that side. What they'll be worth down the road, who knows? We believe Otherverse is going to be the #1 metaverse in the whole world. You'll see on Tuesday why we think this, as we reveal the site, and you'll start to be able to go look at videos. By the way, guys, the videos and the characters that you'll see next Tuesday are actual videos and characters from the metaverse. They're not made up, faked. I've been on a couple sites, guys, and I'm telling you, theirs are faked. Okay. They're literally video that's done. And if I was doing an animated show or something like that, these are actual functioning, working avatars in the environment of the metaverse that is being released. The alpha stage of that is taking place right now. Once alpha is over with, it'll go into beta testing. Who knows? Maybe if you're an NFT holder, you might be invited to be part of that beta test. That may be one of the, by holding this first thing, might end up doing that. You have time, guys, probably 4 or 5 weeks to put some funds aside, right? I know a lot of people are going, well, that's really super expensive. You've got some time to do that. I had mentioned the other day that one of the people I know, they want to do something. And so they went and became a Lyft driver, and they're driving about 2 hours, 3 or 4 days a week, making an extra couple $100 a week. If that's the case, something that you might want to do. That's something where you could make enough to do that. Or like my sister, who is selling stuff on eBay, stuff she has around the house, garage sales, whatever it is. There's a lot of options, guys, and you have the time to make it happen. I just wouldn't put it off if you do want to do it. If you don't want to do it, that's okay. Again, fear and greed is not something I'm ever going to use to do it. There will be other opportunities that we have to get cool NFTs. And, as we move things along, this is just this is a limited, because there's a limited number of them. But again, only if it's in your budget. I would not use rent money, credit cards, any of that stuff to acquire anything outside of what you're doing. So, okay. All right. So let's see. Anything else we need to cover?
Well, one quick question in the chat related to the metaverse installment payments for the metaverse. So for Otherverse, we aren't doing the transactions. This is like big boy stuff. So we don't have installment plan.
Yeah, it's not something that we can do, guys, on this. We did that because that was it was our project, and we were able to. This is how much we love you guys, right? We come up with stuff that other people don't do in order to make it work as best as we can to make it. We're not able to, and I wish I could. If we had the free flowing cash flow, I'd subsidize it for people so they could get in it, because I really want us to be the group that holds the most. But no matter what, success of this is value to TruBadger in every single TruBadger holder and everyone within the whole entire Nexus ecosystem. All the success that we're working towards is the success that is going to take us to our $1 trillion goal over the next 5 to 8 years. Brenda, in the giveaway a few weeks back, there was an NFT Otherverse given away. Peter, please clarify if that is an FNFT. Thanks. Yeah, if we gave away a FNFT or an NFT in that, there are only FNFTs. There are no NFTs in the Otherverse.
And that's a really cool thing about the Otherverse as well, is that they are not just breaking, the mold when it comes to there's a search engine. There was like reality off the charts kind of stuff. And so they've coined the phrase NFT. So it's new language for us. The rest of the world hasn't even heard of an NFT. So it's I just lost the word. An NFT. No.
FNFT.
Yes.
Functional NFT.
Functional NFT. Thank you. I had it reversed. So that's a new term. It's one that they is their term, one that we need to get used to using, especially when we're talking about the Otherverse, because it is a new phrase or new term. So yeah, when we're talking about Otherverse, FNFT is, I can't say it's equal to an NFT because the functionality of their NFTs is what makes it so different. So
yeah, it's superior. It's superior. A lot of the NFTs that people are selling to work in metaverses will not work in metaverses. So they're going to have to replace it with another NFT down the road, right? If they're able to even make it work. So that's one of the keys. People are selling stuff right now saying, hey, we're going to build a metaverse in a year, but they're not going to be able to function in that space. Okay. So the chain it will be minted on is Polygon. Yep. So it'll be that old Matic that we'll be using for it. And the reason is fees. It will be set up on Muon. I just love Muon. It's just such a fantastic project. And then people will be able to switch it over to Ethereum and sell it on the Ethereum chain if they want to. But the initial minting will be done in Matic. All right.
Brilliant. Brilliant. All right. So do you want to answer that?
I will.
You want to clarify
that? Brenda asked, so MMAC NFTs are functional as well in the metaverse too. If you look at the NFTs that were developed, they are developed for a play to earn game. And then when it comes down to it, and the play to earn is different than a metaverse. Okay. So, in the functionality and the way that it works. So the MMAC ones that you guys have now will be working the play to earn space. By the time it gets to the metaverse side of things, then that will be, something that will switch over into it. But the initial ones were built for a play to earn situation, which is the game that'll be coming in the next few months to move that forward. All right.
All right. Peter, as always, phenomenal to have you crack the door open, show everybody what's going on back there. And it sure makes it fun, and hopefully it's helpful for you all to understand what you've got your hands on here.
We enjoy, love what we do. We enjoy and love what we do. Listen, if you're out there going, man, I wish I could help more. I don't know what to do. NAC, NAC. All right. And I actually, when they first told me the name, I said, I don't know if I'm fond of the name. And then they said NAC Attack. And I went, oh man, that's cool. NAC Attack, baby. Let's have a NAC Attack, right? Because NAC is attacking the growth of the community. That's what it was set for. It was built and set to attack the growth of the community and help accelerate that growth. So if you're here and you're going, I want to be involved, reach out to NAC, find out what they've got going on, and then get involved and be a part of the success that we're putting together. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys. Love you. We'll see you in a couple weeks. Or we'll see you tonight at 5 o'clock when we have
tonight at 5.
An opportunity call where we talk about.
How do they find it? If they want to invite people to the event. Oh, guys, we're gonna have a presentation tonight. But listen, you guys know I love you, right? If you don't invite somebody else to the call tonight, don't come. All right? Seriously. If you're not going to invite somebody new, it's up to them to show up, right? But if you're not going to get out your Facebook page and put a post up there saying, hey, join me tonight, send out some text maybe, or do a private message to somebody, and not somebody who's already in either. I know, that to be like, oh, let me message George real quick. Cause that's what I was going to do. I was going to message George real quick. Cause I know George is going to be there. Right. So, and you guys know, I love you. Right. But this is the reason why this call is for us to gauge the possible growth over the next week, month, 90 days. Right. If we have 400 people on that are already in, that are not inviting people, that are not helping us grow the community, it gives us a false indicator of the growth of the community. if I know that every person on there is somebody that's promoting, helping us drive this thing, then I can say, okay, I know I have 94 people that are helping and moving things forward. And that's the reason why I don't love to be rude to anybody. I never, ever, 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 ever. It's just, there is a solid reason why tonight, if you're inviting people, then please be there. And then we're going to have a great presentation tonight. I don't know what we're presenting, but whatever it is, it's going to be great.
He lies through his teeth about that. You know, he's got this. So the link is the same as the one you're on right now. So you can share the link that you're using for this if you're in the Zoom, or go to Telegram. You'll find the link. We'll be on YouTube at 5 o'clock as well. So it is for new people to hear everything that you love and are so excited about. And Peter's going to do your job for you and tell everybody how fabulous it is. So let's
make sure that
work them.
Make sure that you let everybody know Crypto Gods. That is your Crypto Gods is a club. It is a club with lots of benefits. Okay. First in line, special discounts, special offers, special. The only way you can be in there special is to hold one of them, and the different ones will be used at different times. So the best way to be special is to get the entire set, because then you never get left out. Also, you have a chance, if you own the other 5, to be one of the ones to get a very, very limited edition Bitcoin one, which we'll probably be revealing in the next 7 to 10 days. I think we'll show you guys what that one looks like. So I believe we've launched 3 now, right? Ethereum, Polkadot, and BNB.
Yep.
Those are the 3 that are available right now. You can buy individual ones and get the benefits of those, or you can buy a whole set and make sure you don't ever miss out on a benefit. And here I am, fear of loss right there. I apologize. Fear and greed. Don't let it guide your life. Let the benefit that you'll get from your actions be your guidance in your success.